know what really went wrong, and the connection was lost. And I'm just waiting for Nishit to join back. We are almost about to wrap up the session, so just have a little bit patience, and we will wrap it up in next maybe 5 minutes. Thank you Bugs on the Po. I really like the handle name. Thank you for joining us again. I'm just waiting for Nishit to join so that we can just wrap this session for now. So as just before the connection was lost, I was just talking about this Robert, sorry, I forgot the second name. He's the one who wrote this book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I was listening to his video, and he just kind of mentioned this great phrase that, you know, every time when we talk about money, when we talk about what we can do, what we can't do, he said we think about, I can't afford this, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. And if you change it from there to how can I afford this, how can I do this, from I can't to how can I, when you just break that pattern in your thinking, it will change your focus, it will change the way you think about something. When you see how can I, it's about your capability, it's about your skills, it's about the action that you can do, it's about the steps that you're going to take. So this was something that really stuck with me, you know, and I stay, and now whenever I'm thinking within myself that I know I can't do this, I like, sorry, that was the wrong way of talking to myself. It's like I've now focused on how can I do this, how can I begin to do this, because when I say I can't do this, I'm already thinking of doing it, but my belief is such that I don't want to do it, I can't do it, I can't afford to do it because of whatever reasons. From there to shifting to how can I, yeah. So I was just kind of wrapping up the session. Nishit is still not here for whatever reasons, so I really wish that he was there till the end to connect again. However, I will wrap it up now, and I want to end this with few points that you can think over, when you can think through it and decide which way your language pattern, which part of your life where the language patterns are not working for you. So think about, it could be a sentence, phrase, or just a word, yeah, that is not working for you, or that's not giving you the results you want in that particular part of your life. So begin with relationship. What is it about, one thing about relationship is working or not working, both ways. We don't have to always focus on what is not working, but focus on what is that phrase or one word about your language pattern that is working in your relationship or not working in your relationship. Same way about your job and career. What is one thing in the way you deal with that, in the way you think about it, in the way you communicate about it, about your job and career, is working or is not working? In your friendship, in your personal belief, what is it that is working for you in the way you talk to yourself, about the language that you use, how you communicate your own ideas, how you decide, what's your strategy. So what is it that is working, that is working for you, or what is not working for you, in whichever way. So thank you, in charge officer 3, for saying that. These are really very creative names and handles. So thank you all for joining. If you want to know more about it, more about myself and the work that I do, I have a channel on YouTube where I talk about lots of subjects about anxiety and stress, and how you can do reframing, hypnosis. It's called Aarti Tuteja Potential Unlimited. It's on YouTube. Or you can also check my website, which is www.potentialunlimitedtraining.com. So you can know more about it. You can connect with me, you can contact me, and I'll be happy to reply your queries about whatever questions you have. So thank you so much, all of you, for joining, giving your time in viewing this video, and I really hope that this has been helpful for you in many ways, in breaking your patterns, in the way you think or say things or use the language, and things like that. Yes, I have a question here. Can negative reinforcement sometimes be helpful? Most of the time, negative reinforcement can put somebody into protective zone. People don't respond effectively to a negative reinforcement. You can challenge them by saying, can't you do this? Can't you begin to enjoy this? So there are few ways to do it, but again, if you are using too many negative reinforcement, it may be detrimental to the purpose for which you want to use it. So positive always works when you have so many positive possibilities of doing things in a positive manner, in a manner that will not challenge somebody's security or feeling of security, because that is most of the time is the result where two people cannot communicate properly because they both are operating from fear. And when you say something negatively, it's the fear that they respond from, and they generally tend to reject that idea. This has been my experience. This has been my opinion. I can be wrong. I stand corrected if you have any other information. But this has been my experience, that people respond well when you put certain things in a manner in which it doesn't evoke the fear in them. Yeah. So thank you all for joining, and connect with me if you have any questions regarding this on my website, on my YouTube channel, and see you all soon. Next week again I'll be live with, I'll send you the information about who I'll be live with, and see you all soon, and wish you all a good night's sleep. Bye bye.